5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, YouTubers and friends, how are all of you tonight? I hope you're doing better than I. And good news is we have both vixens tonight. I'm totally stoked about that. If you don't know, you've been hiding under a rock. They've been the two new additions to my co-hosts. They've been with us for a bit now. But Dano's being held up at work. And I think Toledo Jess, are you out there? Get in the Zoom. I think he's working on his travel trailer till it gets too dark. For Gold Rush Days, this coming Labor Day weekend, and once I get into the main part of the studio with the girls, we can get into Gold Rush days and stuff a little. I was gonna have Dil on from Kenai Gold LLC, but unfortunately he's a no-show. So what the hell? We have now turned this into an open line Tuesday. So, you know the routine. If you have something you might want to share with us, send it to flashingyourpan or flashingyourpan@gmail.com. And I will be opening up the lines tonight and call in, talk to Rose, Angela, and I. But until then, don't go away because we'll be right back. Hey, YouTubers and friends, thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with Toledo Jess, Dano, the Treasure Vixens, and I. Hey girls, how are you?
Good, how are you guys doing?
Well, this guy's doing good. As you know from pre-show, I was kind of a little stressed. But hey, it is what it is, and you two are a lot better looking than Jesse and Dano anyway, and I got both of you with me tonight, so.
No need to stress. We'll make this work.
Yeah.
Oh, no, hey, it is what it is. Got to roll with the punches, right?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I know you two are mass busy. I know you have a big day coming in the near future, Rose.
I sure do.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
Very happy for you. But we would have loved to have you join us at Gold Rush Days nonetheless. But there is Flash Bash next year.
That's right.
Which I know you'll be there.
Yeah, that's what we keep telling ourselves.
That's right. Flash Bash 2021. Flash Bash 2021. But sooner or later, Dano and Jesse will hop in here. I hope, but it's all right. How's your week been? You two did a very good live show the other night. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but your thumbnail, I was disappointed.
You know, we kind of threw it together, and
your feline didn't join you.
Say again?
Your feline didn't join you.
He looks like he's on fire. Like if you look at that thumbnail very quickly, it looks.
I actually thought it was like flames when I first saw it. I just glanced at it and I'm like, oh, fire? Oh no, that's the cat.
Yeah, he loves the screen. But yeah, you know, that was our first time. We had set it up a day or two before in advance. Didn't really know what we'd need, so we'll be more prepared next time.
Yeah, I actually just took a photo from one of the other mail calls that we did and stuck it up there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it worked. You know. So was you that was your very first live stream. How'd you like it?
Yeah, I thought we were hilarious, you know. I guess it goes depends on how the fans felt about it. We got a lot of positive feedback, a lot of great reviews, and a lot of people showed up, which felt fantastic. We were super stoked about that.
I feel like for me, it was just regular. Like when you're in front of the camera, you're in front of the camera, whether it's live or whether it's, you know, needs to be edited. It all feels the same to me. So.
And practice with you guys on this show definitely helps a lot.
Well, I thought you did a great job, both of you. You paid attention to people in your chat room, which is good and can be difficult at times.
Yeah.
Nikki said, yes, well done. I watched what I could.
Yeah, we saw you, girl. We appreciate you making, even for just stopping on by. We were so happy to see you there. And I
Well,
literally in pre-show just talked to Angela about what we spoke about earlier. So we'll be getting a hold of you together shortly.
just think if I was watching her show this morning, her Tuesday evening, it was around 6:30, so it'd be 5:30 for you. You definitely would have to like have a special, like I do with some of my Aussie guests. I'll do them on a Friday or a Saturday where it's a lot of Aussies are easier to work with, at least with my show, because it's their morning, depending on their schedule.
Yeah.
But like someone, like I had a Scottish guest, and they're 6 hours ahead of us. So I worked with them, and that's where I get my across the pond specials. I haven't done one for a while.
It's cool that you're even willing to do it. I think it's fantastic that we can find a way to work together and figure it out together and make it happen.
You know, our sister Nikki, I'm sure she'll work with you too.
For sure. She's so chill.
Uh, and I found out her guest knew who I was. Who knew?
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
But we have tons of great people in here. Why don't we say hi to them?
Certainly, yeah. We've been seeing everybody click by. It's been Chris Neville and Shaw Prospecting. And I know, of course, Mr. Lodak.
Yeah, the world's greatest moderator.
Yeah.
You might want to think about making some moderators, because it's inevitable you will get trolls.
Right.
You will at one time. But I don't know if you want to ask Mr. Lodak. He's like,
maybe hint. I mean, he is the best. I don't know if we can.
he is the
afford
best.
Are we good enough to have the best?
That's a great question.
He might be overloaded, but I don't know. You might want to talk to him.
Yeah, we'll reach out to you. We got Anthony McKean in the house and
Hey,
Shaw
T-Bone. Official Gold Digger, good seeing you. Terry Curry. Goldsmith, or Smith's Gold. I always want to think Goldsmith when I see Jeff's name. I'm excited because on my birthday, on my 29th or 29th, I wish, on my 59th birthday, I'll be flying to the Golden State of California to spend 9 days out there with some fellow gold prospector YouTubers, with Toledo Jess and Dano. And we'll be meeting Jeff from Smith's Gold and Gary Two Toes. Are you out there, Gary? Are you listening? You don't type a lot, but I found out he lurks and watches while he's eating, so we might get a response from him. I see my friend from Tasmania, David Buckle. It's great to see you back, my friend. Mark Miller. You guys also mentioned a few. JP, how you doing, brother? Luke Duke. Good to see our LBPA brothers in the house. Nickel and Dime Coin Hunter.
Benzo's here, and he said that he's breeding chicken, and I totally read it wrong and thought it said he's breeding chicken.
Oh, Benzo bro. I thank you for shortening your name. We have a new member to the Flash fam here. They were watching the show before you two joined us with Jason the Mason, Flower Gold Wizards, and Greg Gustum. Welcome to the Flash fam. He left a nice comment and said, I earned his subscription today. So thank you for joining us. And of course, I plugged Tuesday Night Hangout Live in my reply to that, or to one of those. something. I kind of forget it. Blonde moment. But um, I brought up, hope to see you in the live chat tonight for Tuesday Night Hangout Live, and voila, here he is. Welcome. Backyard prospecting. Nice. You know HD Shovel Ed. You met Ed and Judy at Flash Bash Girls. You were camped right next to him. Well, you know what's gone down with Judy since then, and everything.
Trying to keep up with everything. We actually just saw his most recent video with Judy in it, just kind of giving us an update, and we just sent love and healing vibes that way.
Yeah, they're great people, and Jesse and I did a spare of a moment little like fundraiser raffle type thing for him. But our friend Jason not Flower Gold Wizard, Jason Keith's prospecting, Eminem prospecting, which you met him also at Flash Bash, Mike and Melissa, and Justin Preet of Mad Hatter prospecting and collecting, I think his channel name is. But they did a great collaboration, made over $3,000 for Judy and Ed. Awesome guys, awesome. I love this whole hand of the treasure hunting community. I don't care what appendage you are, magnet fisher gals, men, or whatever, detectorists, prospectors, bottle hunters, you name it. They're awesome. They're awesome. But I did win some goodies, and I won a really cool bag from Backyard Prospecting. The Super Blue Moon Paydirt. Let's see, it's pretty cool. Oh, cool, my green screen ain't messing with it, my chroma key. But, it was really cool, and they sent me a little 3D printed gold pan.
Oh, that's
micro pan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, girls, this wasn't a sticker trade or nothing, and since Jesse's too busy working on his trailer on a Tuesday night,
right?
But they sent me some stickers with it. They also sent these really cool cards. This envelope was in the bag, and these cards have descriptions of like sapphire, apatite, moonstone, fire opal, quartz, turquoise, amethyst, lapis lazuli.
So many favorites.
And then I got all kinds of goodie stones in there. I'm afraid I'll pour them out on my keyboard. I'm not sure. I thought at first that was fluorite, but I don't think so. Maybe he'll say what it is.
Fluorite will show up under a black light too, Ed. I learned that.
Well, I got my black light right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Not. Ooh, that's a cool purple under there. Gotta get it in the dark. It's green, purple, green, purple. But bunch of cool stones, some nice gold, cool little shovel, and even another little gold pan. They must be into 3D printing. Some faceted stones, smoky quartz it looks like.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that is. I'll have to investigate it more later. But
I like this, whatever it is.
yeah, maybe these will go into next year's treasure chest. That's a really
Yeah.
cool cat stone. Yeah, Benzo made out like a bandit on this year's treasure chest.
It was fun watching him go through it.
It really was.
Oh yeah, it was. And this one's really cool. I think I'm gonna have Libby. I told you about my friend's wife, Libby,
Yeah.
who did the wire work on the vial of ashes I have of a prospecting friend of mine I take with me on my adventures. I think I'll have Libby, I know you watch. Oh, and thank you for buying that hoodie a couple weeks back. I appreciate it. But I think this is lapis. I could be wrong, but probably am, but I think it is. But I like that piece, so I think I'll have that wrapped and be a giveaway sometime in the future. Or maybe that will even go in the treasure chest. You never know. But thank you very much, Backyard Prospecting. I thought it was really cool, and I threw these cards all over, so I better pick them up. Hey, Dwight.
Just today, I actually got I won something as well. I won a little survival bag and some knives and a flashlight from 511.
Oh,
and
cool.
I just realized this. They put 5 hats in that box.
5 hats?
It was 5 hats.
The
yeah,
rule
look at
of
this.
5.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get it.
Huh.
I can't wear a hat. I got too much hair. Oh, JP said he wants that prize. He wanted that prize.
Oh, you know, and I didn't even think about it now, but I don't think it's a coincidence that there's 5 in here. So I think I'm gonna have to look at that. Send you guys a little something. There we go.
Nice, sweet.
All different types.
So you think it was deliberate, huh?
I do. But you know, remember I told you I used my first name, but maybe they connected the dots after a little bit, once I hit them up and let them know who I was. Maybe they connected the dots, but 5 hats. I mean, other than that, it's some super swag. If not,
Yeah, why would they give one person 5 hats?
Yeah.
That's odd.
That's cool. Thank you, 311. Well, Justin, my PayPal's through my old Action Goods Sporting Goods, or my old Action Sports Sporting Goods store, which was called the Danger Zone. And that's where the TDZ61 in my URL comes from for my YouTube channel, is the Danger Zone. And when I first did my first donation to Justin, he didn't know who I was until I finally said, oh, just for your information, the Danger Zone is actually flashing your pan. Hey, Roger James, HD, and Judy, it's good to see you, my brother of another mother. Hello, mamas, how you doing? Michael, you just had a birthday the other day. Happy birthday. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry.
yeah, that chat goes by so quick, guys. We try to watch it, but you know, I can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time.
You said those Backyard Prospecting said that was fluoride, so I was right.
Yeah, that was a good call.
I didn't think their cleavage was like a diamond. I thought it was more like square. But you know, I am no gemologist. I am no geologist. But I just like rocks, and I have plenty in my head.
Yeah, it could have been. Maybe they chose to cut it that way, right? Or was that a natural?
No, it looks natural. It doesn't look like it's been faceted. Donald, Arizona Desert Rat. If I have stubble, I'm feeling kind of hippie.
He says he doesn't even wear hair.
Donald, how can you be that way out in the desert, man? I need a big frickin' sombrero. Like, you. The guys I work with, they're like, why in the hell are you wearing a long sleeve shirt, Ed? I wear long sleeves lots during work.
You do the same thing. Yep.
And I'm like, dude, look at me.
Yeah.
I don't tan, I burn. And I actually find it actually helps me stay cooler. I wear a shirt underneath my long. It gets sweaty. I keep the fluids pumping. It gets sweaty. It don't evaporate really fast. And then it keeps me nice and cool. And then I don't miss no work from sunburns.
Yes, amen. Some people, I don't think they've ever experienced a sunburn so bad that it makes you sick, which is really, truly possible.
Hey, Dennis. Well, yeah, when we did our roof, after a year ago, we had a bad windstorm, took a few squares off. So a few fellows I work with helped me put it on our new roof. And a friend of mine, Nate Pugsley, he's in the room sometime. And Journey, if you're watching right now, how are you, my favorite little flash fammer? But Nate, he watches sometime with Journey, but he lurks a lot. But him and another guy who used to work for us, Eric, was kind of heckling me because how can you be up here? It's 100 degrees and you're wearing long sleeve shirt. And I'm like, hey man, I'm fine. Oh man, take it off. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, you got to do what you need to do to protect yourself.
I'm like, you're already looking sunburnt, dude. Maybe you should put your shirt on. But Nate ended up missing like 4 days of work, mass blisters. My boss is like, what the hell? What'd you do to my guys, Ed? 2 of my guys are all sunburnt up. And I'm like, I didn't do nothing. They're grown men.
Hey, I'm just going to interrupt for 1 second. I just
Sure.
want to say my daughter's actually on the stream tonight. Hey, kiddo, that's Autumn Carr. I love you. Thanks for coming.
Autumn?
Autumn, that's my kiddo.
Hi, Autumn. Thanks for joining us and supporting your mama. Otis, Ferris, welcome.
Yeah.
Anyone that's been in Skagit County for any length of time has rocks in their heads. You're right, Otis. Skagit Valley is my home. If you ever get up to northwest Washington, do yourself a favor. Take Highway 20 off of 5 and head east into the beautiful Cascades. And you'll be heading right up the Skagit River Valley to the North Cascades National Park. And at one point on that trip, you'll be very close to a couple of my old houses. Oh, I miss that valley. And my water was so damn good. I could have bottled it. Sorry, daydreaming about Washington for a second.
I think what an incredible place. I'd love to go there. I'm not jelly because it's on my bucket list. I'll make it there someday.
I would go with you.
Yeah,
I would go there.
What a trip.
How's the gold over here in Ohio? There's no gold in Ohio. No, just kidding. I've had luck with some pickers, never known nuggets per se. But I've had some pickers and pokers, a lot of finds, a lot of gnat poo, flea poo, fly poo, a lot of small stuff. But it's here in the glaciated part of the state. It's nothing like South Fork Nooksack or Mother Yuba or some other places I've been, the Klamath or the Rogue River. Nothing like those. Left Coast memories. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like all those once beautiful states, but I hopefully I'm gonna be visiting my home state here soon. I'm so stoked, girls.
Yeah, we're excited for you guys. Your guys' excitement is contagious.
I know. I really wish we were going.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm super stoked, and it's gonna be awesome to meet Smith's Gold and Two Toes, Jerry from Motherlode Gold Prospecting, Top Cat from Patriot Prospecting, Bedrock Bennett, all those guys. Also, I saw Damien in here earlier from West Coast Prospecting. He's coming down from Oregon. Hopefully, Isaiah from OG Gold. Oh, Jesse, about time. Gee whiz. I guess it got too late. Hey, buddy, thanks for showing up right on time. Hey, this is a family-friendly show.
Oh, I was just saying you're number one.
Yeah, they might not let me.
Oh, I got my, hang on. I hear an echo.
Yeah, Oregon's kind of went the way of the dodo bird on a lot. Pretty much any salmon habitat stream, no dredging allowed. And if the miners don't do some serious work in Washington, it's going to be the same way.
Jeff, are you all packed up?
Pretty much. I've never put a weight distribution bar on a trailer. Ed, did you get one on your new trailer?
I'll be getting anti-sway bars for my hitch and stuff.
You probably should have had them do it. It's not that fun to do.
Well,
I have to start all over again. I'm not gonna make it there in the morning, but most of it's all put together. I just gotta make some minor adjustments. But
Snohomish.
So I won't make it. I won't make it to.
Won't make it
I won't make it to the swank as early as I was hoping. Everything else is ready to go. It's just that weight distribution bars.
Giving you a hard time.
Usually on the east coast of the Cascade backyard, I'd go up or by Oroville, Similkameen around Nighthawk. Bless you, Ruby.
I said, sorry, she says. Is our guest here?
No, strike three, Dil. Sorry.
Because he knew I was going to call him Dill Pickle.
Yeah, this third time's the charm. But so, huh?
He said he's the one who's missing out.
Oh yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree. But hey, what the heck? It is what it is. But I have one of my best friends with me. I have two new very good friends with me also. You two.
Hello, Mark Miller. Hi, Nikki. Hello, others. Ed. Golden Pro Unlimited. Hey, James.
And,
Dennis. And, of course, the official gold digger.
Jim, I have to pick up our rental car at 11 in the morning. I'm not sure where we can meet or whatever at the airport, brother, if you're still coming to meet us.
Just Nikki said you're lucky you showed up. She was about to take your place.
Uh-huh. That's all right, Nikki. You could still can.
Yeah.
But I am going to open up, put the link in chat. So if you want to join us, come into the waiting room. You'll be brought in one at a time. First come, first serve.
What's up, Tom?
If
Tom,
you wait a little, just be patient. We'll get to you. Jonathan Friend from Black Mass. Black Mass Paydirt. I want to say Black Mast.
Like MASS? What?
Yeah, kind of like Black Sacrifice. Yeah.
Oh.
Because. Yeah.
Are there any M&Ms left in the waiting room, Ed?
I don't know. I just filled up the jar the other day. Last week, yeah. They might eat them all.
No, Jaron, you'll have to come in. You can't just go in the waiting room and eat snacks.
Doggone it, Mr. Lodak. But if you feel like being a guest, it is now Open Line Tuesday. Never mind that thumbnail from earlier, because it's irrelevant now.
The surprise show.
Did you say it was Dil relevant?
Dil relevant, yeah.
Well played.
Well, Dil, I don't think I'll be ever buying any pay dirt from you again for my members' rewards. Sorry, nothing personal. It's just business.
Business is business.
I guess I'll look at Black Mass and get Black Mass and some backyard pay dirt and other ones. And of course, the good old Buckeye chapter, which...
What's up, Bennett?
Their Gold Rush days is this weekend. And guess who's going to be in our camp, Jesse?
Who?
Audra and Rach from Jersey History Hunters. But I got bad news. I talked to Sean Werlin about taping off our area where we normally camp, and Don has informed him people have been in it since last weekend.
Oh.
But since we're setting up a Take a Vet prospecting project booth, correct? We could encamp in the Vendors Row down the Midway.
It's fine too.
It'd be better for your trailer. With your trailer, Mar pop-up and Dano's pop-up, we'll make plenty of room for like King and Queen Prospector and the Jersey History Hunters and everybody else, man.
James, you say that now. We'll see what you say after you meet me.
Yeah.
Don't learn how to pan in front of him.
Yes. Don't do that.
Don't make you start over for more practice. More practice.
Practice.
Don't mind me. I'm not going to put my picture up there, at least not yet, I don't think, but I need a cigarette. Jesse was stressing me out earlier, but I knew he was working on his trailer.
What I tell you,
I
calm
understand.
down, go to plan B. And if that one sucks, go to plan C. But always remember, calm down.
Well, ask the girls. I was pretty calm.
He did all right. Yeah, he did all right. He just had.
I wasn't cussing you out or nothing.
No.
I was
getting ready to divorce you.
Oh no!
I'm trying to do stuff out there. Ding, ding. Oh, what time is dark? I almost answered him and said, I don't know. Google it.
That would have stressed you out, right, Ed?
No, I said, quote, "And what time does it get dark?" Question mark.
Did it have a whole bunch of exclamations after it?
I'm like, well, hurry up, buddy, was to Dano. I'm sure you knew that. And I'm like, dark is too late for sure. If Dano is going to be late, Jesse.
And again, I almost responded, but I was busy. I was going to go, wah, wah.
No. Then I'm like, really? Not one? Not one of you are here yet. And you, Rose, you haven't even saw your message yet. And I'm looking for that avatar to pop up by the message so I know you've seen it. and I'm like, oh, man.
Sorry, Ed.
I've gotten better, Jesse. You should be proud.
Well, you know what's nice about one sentence text is you can read it in the notifications without opening it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I knew I was right on the last one when I'm like, I'm sure you are working on the trailer. Laugh out loud.
That was yeah, I got the sarcasm.
Whose trailer?
No, the sarcasm was, should have been doing this some other time than on a Tuesday. I'm just. Oh, I love you, Jesse.
Do you see what Jared texted or commented?
Hi, BMXer Don.
Who's he going to live with?
No, but it was nothing you did, though. It is not your fault, Mr. Lodak. Just
Right, it's not your fault, buddy. It's all Ed's fault.
Ask all the wives out there. It's Ed's fault. It's Ed's fault. Just call me scapegoat. See? Hear Ruby? Hear it?
It's all right, Jared. We had our little spat and we're good.
They weren't
Don't be scared.
They were just arguing. That's it.
No, Greg. I use dream mats.
No.
Devin's gold mats. Oh, we have a couple of people. We have official gold digger in the house. Advanced Gold Solutions will be with you momentarily.
Hey, Jason Keith Prospecting, what's up?
Hey, brother, we'll be seeing you soon.
Let me answer his question. Well, I was hoping to get out of here about 8 in the morning, but it's probably going to be about a 2-hour delay from that. So I'm looking at around noon, 1 o'clock.
Oh, better than me because I'll be getting off work at 11:30, driving an hour home, throw a bunch of stuff in my truck, hook up the trailer, Judy's car's packed, and then heading down there.
And my stress level is going to be so high in the morning.
You need to unmute.
Trying to get this thing set up right so I can get it down there.
There you go. There you go. Official Gold Digger.
Hey.
AKA
CJ.
CJ. He was having a live stream the other day that I
Yeah.
popped in on for a
Yes,
little
you did.
while.
Yes, you did. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Hey, not a problem. Not a problem. I had a
So-
good time in there.
Oh, cool, cool. Did I hear you were having a problem with Paydirt?
No, just a guest that
A
I've
guest
asked for a third time to be on in the last year and a half. And he stood me up again. Tom's Gold Dirt. Oh yeah, super
All right,
chat.
thank you, sir.
Thank you for the treasure super chat. Jesse's Trailer Fund. And if you need any gold dirt, head over to tomsgolddirt.com and make
Good.
sure to use Flash in the coupon code for your 5% off any purchase. You also sell Paydirt, official gold digger, JC?
No.
Or JC?
CJ.
CJ. My
No,
dyslexia.
I thought you were having a problem with someone, but we had someone donate some small bags for our giveaway, and I won't say who it was, only because you're just telling someone to go to someone else's site. So
No, it's okay. Shout them out.
Okay. But yeah, it's I'll put up the camera here. Prospectors Paydirt. They're out of Ontario, Canada, and he was gracious enough to send us a bunch of bags for our 500 subscriber giveaway. This coming up soon. We got 100 to go, so it's coming quicker than I expected. But yeah, he was nice enough to give us some bags of Paydirt. He did say there's gold in there, so that was
cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
HD.
So what type of videos are you making?
Myself?
Yes.
I don't see him try and call. Hold on one second. HD Shovelhead. Dil said he's on a meeting call. He was trying to call in. Well, it wasn't Dil if he was trying to, because I could see anyone trying. We have two in the waiting room, Devin, and up next is Advanced Gold Solutions. Sorry, gentlemen, continue. Go ahead,
Okay.
CJ.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So basically, how come you're asking me what kind of videos I do?
I don't think I've seen your videos.
Shame on you. I'm just kidding.
Dude, you just don't know.
No, I know.
I got like almost 300 subscriptions.
Oh God, no, I'm
Right.
just joking around. I've got a very sarcastic sense of humor. So basically, I do a lot of beaches, parks, fields, historic. I'm trying to get a lot more historic sites. There's not that many compared to you guys down the States there, but it's more relics than like army artifacts that we get. There are a few places, but majority of the sites that are in my area, unfortunately, have been covered over by houses, parking lots, and all that. So, I mean, there are some places that we can travel to, but it's like 3-4 hours away, and it's nothing's really guaranteed. So,
you're talking about gold prospecting, right? Or metal detecting?
Metal detecting.
Okay.
Metal detecting. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
But I mean, we're always looking for gold. I mean, I've got I've found quite a few gold rings and bracelets and silver and that. So
That's good gold to find.
Gold is gold in my books, but I mean, it's not like nuggets like you guys find. But
yeah, we find nuggets.
But it was funny. I was watching the Treasure Vixens videos and I think I might want to try magnet fishing. It just seems like a lot of cool things that they pull up. I mean, I know it's a lot of it's just junk, but I mean, I watched a lot of videos out there that people are finding guns and knives and safes and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty it's pretty cool that I might want to try out. Yeah.
I like it when we find like the old stuff, like the antique stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The best to me.
Or having a guess. I like the guessing game and hoping you're right, and then somebody shows up in the comments and or you're close to it and you figured it out, or they make fun of you because you said it was a motorcycle air conditioner. I like the interaction that you can get from the stuff that where you have no idea what it is, and then somebody out there always knows what it is.
Somebody always knows what it is. Yeah. It's great.
That's the nice thing about having people in the live chat. I've done the same with. I mean, it wasn't a live chat with someone from the UK, but he had found something, and it was actually from I think like the 1800s, but it was a 44 caliber bullet maker. It looks like pliers, but it's a bullet maker. And I mean, here in Canada, we'd never find anything like that, but it was it was something that I've seen before because I like watching documentaries and stuff like that with the war and that. But I told him, and he was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." But it's the same thing that you guys are saying, that people in the comments, everyone helps each other out. It's kind of fun. If you know, then just tell them and educate everyone.
Yeah.
Look, we got 42 people in here that probably didn't know what you did, so now some of them do.
Awesome.
Not just me.
Okay, we do have Dil from Kenai Gold in the waiting room.
The dudes are here. What's up, Audra and Rage?
Audra, Rage, good show earlier, girls. Dil will be Tanner. With you. We have Nikki in the waiting room and also Advanced Gold Solutions. So I'm gonna bring all of you in, and then we'll weed out some. Then we'll weed out some except for our intended guest. So hold on, JC. I appreciate you calling, and hold on. Let me see.
Hello,
JC, why'd you leave?
CJ.
CJ. JC. Damn it, dyslexia is killing me. There's Nikki.
There's Advanced Gold Solutions.
Advanced Gold Solutions. Need to find his mic. Dil's connecting. Nikki, you need to turn on your mic. You got it. Or unmute, Nikki. You're good.
Devin,
Dil
turn your mic
needs
on.
to, that's Dil. Devin's his son.
Oh.
There he is.
Yeah, that's Dil. I didn't know it said Devin on there, so I was confused. I apologize.
Oh, no worries. I'm like, HD Shovelhead's like, Dil's tried calling in, and I'm like, I haven't seen him at all. And
well, when you said, who is this? Is it Devin or is it so-and-so? I was really twisted. I was like, I don't know what's going on here.
All right. Well, let me take care of Advanced Gold Solutions and Nikki, and we'll get to you, Dil. I was kind of shooting by the hip and went with the Open Line Tuesday. Hope your call went good with the mayor there in your hometown. But Advanced Gold Solutions, how are you?
Yes, you.
How are you tonight? Good?
Pretty good. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
As you guys know me, I'm Dennis. I work in the government. I work in the government, so I don't have many videos.
Okay. I was kind of breaking up a little bit, but I think I heard I work in the government, so I don't have many videos.
So I'm bringing out a new product called silicone.
Called what?
You're breaking up really bad.
Yeah, breaking up really bad. AGS.
I'll have to try another night because I had to pull off the side of the mountain.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling in. Usually every month, the last Tuesday of every month is our open line Tuesday. Feel free to call in during our next open line Tuesday.
Yeah.
And or give me an email at flashinyourpin@gmail.com, and we could have you on the show about your product.
We'll try that.
All right.
Yeah, it's you're breaking up really bad.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Sorry.
No problem.
Now we have Nikki from New South Wales, Australia, our down under bunny.
Hi.
Did you say bunny?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How are you doing today, Nikki? Or tonight,
I'm
rather?
doing
Oh,
really well.
that's right. It was night when I saw you this morning.
That's right. I went camping on the weekend, and this one guy decided he drove into the water and got bogged up to just at his doors. And as a guy tried to pull him out, the car actually went and then sunk down into a big hole. And it went this far above the driver's window. And we were screaming for him to stop and to get him out, because we're all scared he was going to drown. He was a 70-year-old man.
Ooh.
And I got into the water and we got all his stuff out of the car and put it in my friend's car, and I put him and his mate in my car and we drove them home. So I couldn't leave him out there.
That's insane. How terrifying. And he's lucky to be alive.
Right.
So it was a bit of a scary one, but I made sure he got home, and he's now joined my Facebook group.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Follows you around like a puppy.
And even on the way home, he showed me a few little gold spots that I never knew about. So that was awesome.
Cool.
Gotta listen to those old timers, Nikki.
That's right.
That's right, Ed.
I did send some more stickers your guys' way. I put the Nikki's prospecting stickers in, 5 of them.
Awesome.
You're awesome,
And
Nikki.
I added the extra one I forgot.
And we're gonna do the Vegemite with the other 2 on location in the mother load with Top Cat from Patriot Prospectings. So maybe we'll have 3 Vegemite victims during that live stream.
Nice. No, I like Vegemite. It doesn't. I like it, but I'm an Aussie, so I'm used to it. I wish I could have sent over a box of Tim Tams. Sorry.
No worries. Kids will be kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tanner had a cold, and because the rules over here are if your child has a cough, a cold, or a sniffly nose, they have to get tested. So he had to get it done. He got his results back this morning. He doesn't have it. So he can go back to school tomorrow.
Yay!
Hey.
Chef Barry, thank you
Chef
for the
Barry.
super chat.
Did he handle the test okay?
Yeah. If like, so Tanner has ADHD and sensory processing disorder. If your child has either of those or autism, they don't put it right up in the nose. They only sort of put it here.
Sorry, Ann, Jess. I didn't expect to be on so soon. I was almost home.
Okay. Advanced
She
Gold
played
Solutions.
a
Sorry,
game with him
Treasure.
as well, so that made it easier for him to handle it.
Oh, good. That was smart. Good. You got a good practitioner.
I hear Thailand has a robot that will do it for you now.
So that begs the question: if you can do that for Nikki's boy, because he's got these other problems, why can't you do that to everybody?
That's right. That's what I'm wondering.
Why can't you get that? Or better yet, let me snot into a rag for you.
That's right.
Or
Because they
cut-
do, yeah, they do one cheek, the other cheek, and then one and two. So they use the one cotton bud and put it everywhere.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross.
At least they don't stick it up your nose before they put it in their mouth.
just you know, that just makes me question that whole process. You know, if it's okay to do it for a kid because of whatever condition he may have, let's just say he's got no condition, he's just really fussy and they can't do it, and they only go up into the nose, why is that okay? And why does it have to go all the way, you know, to the back of my head, right?
Do you know why? Because they're putting a probe up there.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been probed.
They're chipping you. They're putting a little chip in there.
My tracker's in my head.
Yep. Tanner, come in.
Another super chat from Mark. Thanks for the super
Mark.
chat.
Come here. Come here.
Well, then I'm not
But
getting
this
the
is-
test
this-
if they're putting.
This is the other part of Nikki's prospecting right here that's in my videos.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, buddy.
Can I have my iPad back now?
I guess. Can you say goodbye?
Bye.
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 Nice meeting you. Maybe.
Maybe. Now he's taking the iPad, so I can't see the comments anymore.
Okay. Well, our guest is now with us, Nikki.
Woohoo, so I'll leave yous and watch from the other end.
Well, appreciate you calling in as always, Nikki.
Always enjoy having you here.
Definitely.
Nikki.
See you, Nikki. Thank you very
Bye,
much,
guys.
hon.
Later. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, she's still here. You weren't supposed to hear
I
that.
heard you.
Just wait
I'm
till
trying
we
to press
invade her
on.
house when we do our Australian tour.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down for that too.
Right on.
I snore, Nikki, big time.
Now, Dennis is almost home, so we'll leave him there. And I guess we could, if Dil's ready, aka Devin is ready. We
Yes,
could...
AKA Devin. I am my son today. So, yeah. How are you guys doing? Sorry about the delay there. I actually work for the Kenai Peninsula Borough up here as well, so I manage all the road maintenance. So I have a busy schedule, and I always try to. I underestimate time for everything.
And
for those
good
of
luck
us-
with the next election too, Dil.
Yeah, I'm actually running for the Fire Service Area Board, so hopefully I can get on that. I'm always trying to do something. I need to slow down, but I don't think that'll ever happen.
Oh, huh?
Oh, yeah. So for those of us who don't know, where is the Kenai Peninsula?
Kenai Peninsula. Let's see if you're, if you're familiar with Anchorage, we're probably about 100 miles south via plane for 3.5-hour drive via vehicle. You actually got to go through the Turnagain Pass and through the mountains and all that good stuff to get on down here to the coastline.
Okay.
As a kid, I grew up in Eagle River, which is about 15 minutes from Anchorage.
Right on. I know where it's at.
Yeah, a couple field trips out there, and oh man, just hearing the name again. I remember getting to go when the tide was down, go check out the little pools and see the starfish. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Oh, it's amazing. I absolutely love it. And you got the Chugach National Forest in between Anchorage, the Eagle River Anchorage area, and it's actually in the Kenai Peninsula, but between the actual city of Kenai, and it's just hundreds of thousands of acres of wilderness to explore. It's amazing. It's rugged. I mean, you're always climbing over some kind of dead tree or this, that, and the other. The older and fatter I get, the slower I move. But it is beautiful, and you can find gold just about anywhere.
They'll said they'll ask me if I grew up in the country, and I said no, I grew up in the wilderness, which is I feel like there's a bit of a difference. And yeah, I grew up jumping over playing in the streams and pulling fish out of the water and having a great time.
Well, where are you at now?
Now I'm in the Midwest in Illinois.
Okay, so you can actually swim in the water and not get frostbite.
Might get a lot of leeches and lead poisoning and a lot of other stuff, but
that's right.
Won't be
hypothermic over all that.
It won't be hypothermic in 30 seconds, so.
Yeah, this is actually, honestly, this is the best time of the year to prospect. I don't know, like the Cooper Landing area, if you go out there to Crescent Creek or Quartz Creek and all that, the kings are running. They got the nice little orange colors. So you can actually sit there and prospect and watch them as they try to fight up the streams. It's probably one of the coolest times of the year to get out there and play. I know I enjoy it. The only problem with it is I get so distracted watching, saying, okay, buddy, you're going to make it this time, because they'll get up in the fast water and not make it and kick back. And next thing you know, you're not prospecting, you're rooting for the fish to hopefully they can get up to the spawning grounds. So it's just a lot of fun. I mean, it's not just mining and prospecting, it's the whole atmosphere. Can't beat it.
Now, how is it compared to like Western Washington?
As far as the environment,
yeah,
I'd say it's a lot less rain. I can say that. Now, if you go over to Seward's quite the opposite. Seward's maybe an hour and 20 minutes away. It's still on the peninsula, but man, I can't believe it's not a rainforest. Yeah, I know I think the Western Washington is classified as a rainforest, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's a tempered
they get a lot of rain, so.
Yeah, but it sure is green.
This time of the year,
beautiful.
you just take rain gear with you.
Oh yeah, living up there, if you can't work and play in the rain, you might as well become a hermit for like 6 months out of the year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but now getting older and living out there and having to work in it, here in the Midwest, Dil, it's like, no, if I'm wet, I'm home. I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
Back there, it's like, okay, when the circuit breakers break 3 times, we're gone. Or 4 times, whatever the amount was. I mean,
right.
I had like a duster for my raincoat and big old rain hat, and I don't miss those days at all, Dil. No. Or shoveling feet of snow off of a flooring or something so I could stand walls. Don't miss that either. But we do have some really cold weather and some snow, but it's inches, not feet.
It wouldn't surprise me if you got colder weather than we do. Surprisingly enough, here in the peninsula, our weather's not as bad as most people think.
I think the last couple of winters, we've actually been colder than Alaska at times. In fact,
it
one
wouldn't
winter,
surprise me.
A couple of years ago, I think Ray was telling us, we were talking about how cold it was, and he's telling us he's warmer there, the whole winter. Kept saying, it's warmer here.
Yep.
And he's in Juneau.
It was
Juneau,
pretty
absolutely.
It was a fairly it wasn't too bad of a winter the last couple, but like
Not
three.
not last winter. The winter before sucked.
I
cold.
work out in it. 3 years ago was really bad. It
I stay
snowed
out of
like
it.
every day for like 3 weeks, it seemed like, and 41 below zero for like a week and a half. And I had to work out in that stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't get quite that cold here. Where I'm at, we might have hit -15 or so this last winter. We did get a lot of snow this winter. We had a pretty bad winter for snow. There's probably 3 or 4 feet piled up. So the little path between mine and my parents' house, you couldn't even see my littlest one when she was walking between it. If she jumped, you'd see the little curly hair pop up over the snow and such. So, but yeah, we just use snow blowers and plows. That's all you can do. But the weather actually is not too horrible. You get used to it. I don't even know what the weather is now. Maybe 50,
I
60
think I
degrees.
saw
Not too
one of
bad.
your panning videos a couple winters back, and yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah, the
some
one where I was
decent
out in the snow on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get penned up with. It was a nice clear. I remember that one because it was such a clear day. I was like, I got to go outside and pan. So I set a table up in the snow out front and just started panning for it. Getting after it because you get stir crazy sitting inside the house all the time. There's actually a lot of things to do though.
Do you do sled dogs or cross country or anything?
Oh heavens, no! I'm fat and old and no.
I resemble
I move
that
slow
remark.
and cautiously. So I was actually in the Army. I was medically retired from the Army in 2014 and then moved up to Alaska. So I got a few aches and pains that slows me down, but yeah, I don't do that kind of fun stuff no more.
Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Wilmington, North Carolina. My father was in the Army, so I've traveled my entire life. Actually, being in Alaska for the last 6 years is the longest I've ever been anywhere in my entire life. So this is it for me. I love this place.
A lot like you then, huh, Rose?
Yeah, that is correct. My dad retired out of Elmendorf.
Okay.
My family really ended in Alaska, but my older brothers and sisters were all over the place for a very long time. So.
Yeah, my dad was out of the service by the time any of us boys was a gleam in his eye. So we stayed put.
I was always in hot weather environments. I retired out of Fort Hood. I spent most of my time with 3rd Infantry Division out of Fort Stewart, Georgia. I spent a couple years in Korea, a few years in Iraq, and I was in Fort Hood, Texas. Everywhere I went, I sweat. So when I got out of the Army, I decided I'm going north.
I'm going to freeze for the rest of my life.
My brother was in.
You can put clothes on. You can only take so many off when it's hot out.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, people ask me what would I rather work in, rain or snow, and I'm like, snow hands down anytime.
Oh, all day long, snow.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
But then I used to snowboard and ski. I don't do that much anymore.
Not much. You do it a little.
Okay, I haven't done it at all for a couple years.
Now it's time to kick back and enjoy.
Now I'm pretty good at falling down on ice and things like that. I mean, I could say that's an adventurous sport up here. Every year it happens at least 3 or 4 times.
That's
a buddy of mine was.
That's like the worst thing that can happen to an old person too, is a fall.
Oh yeah, well I own it now. I just go with it. When it starts happening, I don't try to stop it. I just tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
Yeah. So, yeah. My hunting buddy, he says, "You fall more than anyone you know." I was like, "Because I just go with it. If I start to slip, just go down. If I can control the fall, that's the best way to do it."
Sometimes you just have to go with it. It's when you pull something and get hurt when you try and fight it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Every time I try to catch myself, I tweak the back. So I just roll with it. But this is the most exciting part of the year up here. We're actually getting ready for a moose season. We'll be heading out in about a week. We'll be going out in the woods for a few weeks. No reception, no nothing, just us, the woods, and hopefully some critters that we can fill the freezer up with. So fishing, in my opinion, was pretty good this year. We had lots of good fishing this year, but there's a lot less tourism because of the whole COVID thing. Kenai goes from this area here probably goes from maybe between Soldotna, Kenai, and Nikiski. You probably got about 18,000 to 20,000 residents, and then typical tourists, you'll have 100,000, 150,000 people come through. I don't think we've
Now,
seen even a fraction of that. So.
what's your favorite fish to put in your freezer?
Me, halibut. Halibut.
Halibut.
I love
heck yeah.
halibut. Mm.
Halibut
Okay,
like
what
chicken in the
about
sea.
in salmon? Outside of whitefish?
Salmon, I like the silver salmon. I mean, red's more plentiful. So to me, they're all good. You'll have some people say they don't eat pinks, this, that, and the other. I'm a lazy fisherman. If it gets to the shore, it's probably going.
It's going to get
Here's, I'll tell you what. I had a bunch of Upper Skagit Indian friends in Skagit Valley, Washington, and I had salmon coming out of my eyeballs. I swear. I tell Judy I've eaten enough salmon for my lifetime. When she eats the salmon, I'll eat the halibut and the cod.
In all reality, I'd eat eggs all day, every day if I could.
I love eggs too. Me too. I've never gotten sick of them.
Yeah.
Never.
Egg salad.
Yeah, I got I think we got 17 chickens, 15, 16. I don't know. I'd have to go count them. We got a ton of chickens, so I eat eggs all day, every day.
Yep.
And they're fun to play with. I'm like a little kid, man. I go out and I feed them grass and scraps out of the garden. So that's like my little toys. My daughter sets up tea parties.
Have you seen
them.
have you seen the arms for your chickens?
I saw a video on those little arms that they look like little plastic doll arms.
They hang around their body and it looks like they got arms and they're walking with their arms. It's hilarious.
Well, don't let my family see that. I'll probably own 17 sets of them.
and it was a advertisement for them. So
we'll keep that one on the down low. They're out back actually playing with the chickens right now, so I don't know that I'm going to tell them about that. We might end up with something.
They're funny looking.
Yeah, you be careful circling around Facebook. I'm sure one of the kids will see it sooner than later.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Yeah, and you'll have a whole clacko out there.
Yeah, we rarely watch TV. It's fun though. I like growing my garden. That's my little peace time when I do get a little free moment. We play with the chickens, play in the garden.
What kind of planting season do you have? Got to be pretty short.
Short. It's short.
I bet you it's short.
Yeah, you do your snow peas?
Say that again.
You do the snow peas or the snap peas?
I do snap peas. I do cabbage. I got some cauliflower out there. I can grow the heck out of turnips. They're not the best tasting in the world, but they seem to freaking grow. Believe it or not, I like radishes. Anything with greens on it. Your kale, your collards. I got all that stuff. I love the greens.
Do you have any problems with moose or animals coming and eating them?
Not this year. Every other year, yeah. I'm usually out somewhere when I get the text message pictures of the baby moose eating the cute moose eat my garden, and nobody tries to stop them. It's too cute to stop. But I did get a fence up on the back property this year, and so far, that's kept them out of the garden. One jumped the fence. I think that fence is 6 foot tall, but that's nothing for them. They can hop right over that. So we did have them hop in the backyard once, but all they did was walk through the garden. They didn't eat it. So my parents' garden is better than mine, so that's a good thing right now. You got more goodies.
Now, did you start prospecting when you moved to Alaska, or did you do any in the Carolinas?
Never prospected anywhere. Never even had an inkling of enjoying prospecting. Never knew what it was. I got here, it's like, well, hell, I got a gold mine. I'm in Alaska. And the very first time I went, I found probably 10 or 15 colors in the very first pan that I actually washed around, which is amazing. Now I'm finding out, I thought, oh, that must be standard. But that was I always say it's an accidental addiction. It's like if I was going to write a book, that's what it's going to be called, is an accidental addiction. I'm like, okay, when I was in the Army and deployed, I watched Gold Rush. I can say I did it now. And then, like I said, once I seen it, it was game on. I started out with the river sleuths, and I bought a keen. I've wasted so much money on gear. I don't even say wasted. I still got it all out back. I just always trying to find the next best thing.
Oh, I hear you.
That's SOP, man.
Yes, sir.
Nikki wants to know, what's the biggest nugget you have found?
Biggest nugget I found, 9 grams, 8 grams. I've seen way bigger from other folks.
So I
Got
heard,
friends that
did I hear you right? Say you have a mine on your property?
a mine on my property? Oh no, I don't have a mine on my
Oh,
property.
I
I have
thought
claims
that's
up.
what
I have claims up in the Turnagain Pass, so I actually have to drive up north about an hour.
Oh, okay.
I don't really put that out. I started putting that information out when I first got out there. Next thing I know, I had visitors. So
Right.
don't put too much information on where they're at anymore for that
Oh, I
reason.
can't say.
Yeah,
I
Honestly,
blame
my
you.
coolest finds ever was on a GPAA claim up here, and I got some little platinum nuggets. I keep them on my dresser actually.
Cool.
So that was pretty amazing.
Nice.
Hey, let me say
But
hello
yeah.
to a couple people. Luke Duke, David from Taz, right? And then Ron from Ron for the Hills.
Yeah,
You
my
guys tonight?
voice is too raspy. Jeff.
Oh man, you're killing us, Ed. You're killing us, Ed.
I gotta go talk to my voice coach.
I'm eating my tasty gum.
You're having gum. Where'd you
Yeah.
find gum at?
Well, I got me some gum
Did you?
in the treasure chest.
Right on. Can I have
Yeah,
some?
gum in the
Oh, well.
treasure chest.
Okay.
We started school this year, so she's got a treasure chest. Every time she does the right stuff there, she gets to pick some stuff out of the treasure chest.
Awesome.
That's okay. I didn't know it was in your treasure chest. You can leave
Hello,
it there.
Richard Davis. Long time no see.
My name's Evelyn.
Talking to somebody.
So
Oh, you-
Nikki B asked, what is your coolest relic find?
My coolest relic find. I haven't really found anything old up here. I found some stuff when I was down visiting my daughter in Pennsylvania that was pretty cool, but it was just old bullets and things like that, and a few older coins. Up here, there's not a lot of areas that I've been to where you're going to find anything old. It's not like there's a plethora of traffic up in the mountains. You know what I mean? You could actually go 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes without your metal detector doing anything. I'd have to say one of the bullets that I got, or one of the coins that I got. Hold on, sweetie. Let them talk. So I can't say that there's anything cool. I actually watch a few folks. Was it Jersey History Hunters? I watch them on YouTube fairly regularly, and they find some pretty good stuff there. And they're not too far from my daughter's house in Pennsylvania. So I keep thinking, I should try to link up with them because they always seem to find some of the coolest stuff. I'm like,
Actually, speaking of the Jersey History Hunters, Audra and Rach was in our chat room not long ago. I don't know if they're still here or not, but we'll be seeing them this weekend.
Right on. You're going to have fun, man. From everything that I see, I'm jealous. I want to go.
They'll be sharing our camp at our chapter of the GPA Gold Rush Days here over Labor Day weekend.
What's up, Chris?
They're driving that 9-hour drive from Jersey and spending the weekend with us, and sounds like they have a killer road trip planned.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. But well, I'm assuming Treasure Vixens, you've got your YouTube channel going on. I forgive my ignorance, but you're gonna have to fill me in.
Watch her channel.
What? You've never watched their videos?
Oh no.
So Angela and I do
So not supposed
Gotta be
to say that.
careful around here, dude.
we do magnet fishing for the most part. We'll try any form of treasure hunting, but for the most part we do magnet fishing. We're dropping a magnet into water and trying to pull out some rusty metal.
I think I seen someone, what was the lady's name, is down in the Florida area or something doing that. That sounds like, so what's your coolest find doing that?
Oh gosh, that's always such a tough question. You know, I'd say that people are fond of it when we find guns, and my bucket find, my bucket list
No,
find.
we haven't put that video out
I
yet.
know. I was gonna say we haven't put the video out yet, so I can't tell. I don't want to wreck the surprise.
Okay.
I did just.
Well, I
get-
guess I need to watch your videos then, don't I?
But we met
We
these
found all
guys.
kinds of things.
Yeah, I mean, they really wagon wheels, and
CO2 chambers are my favorites.
that was a good
We
one.
found endless amounts of stolen bikes.
Oh yeah, we're pretty sick of bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Knives.
Right on.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably old ice cream makers. I mean, anything. It's whatever people have dumped in the water. Which is
Now we found a Ford Bronco down in the Kasilof River here a couple of months ago. We had to get that yanked out, but that's because somebody didn't want to do the right thing.
same story for us. It's
Yeah.
all of this illegal dumping, and we're just trying to clean out what we can.
Absolutely.
But you're lucky you didn't find a body in there, dude. You know, at least they were dumping a car and it wasn't some sort of accident for you.
Yeah, current's pretty fast out there, so if there was a body in it, it's probably gone. If you've lived up here, you know what that current's like out there. The Cook Inlet's like a river when it's actually really ripping, when it's moving. So not something you go swim in. I'll have to try the magnet thing out there. There's no telling what you could find. I know out by the OSK dock, there's a huge engine motor. It's got to be, I don't know what it's off of. The thing's as large as a minivan just sitting on the beach there. Hell, there's no telling what you'd find out there. Now that I think about that magnet hunting.
Yeah, you get shot brute magnets. You can get magnets online. You can start with a small one just to see if it's something that catches your fancy.
But not less than 800. I wouldn't go less than an 800-pound magnet.
Okay. I have to check something. I have to try that out and report back to you guys. That sounds like fun. I don't know. I'd be half afraid to see what I pull out of the ocean up here. You never know.
Yeah, sometimes it is a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Not for her.
Nah. Yeah. A lot of agates on the beach here. We do a lot of agate hunting. That's always fun because they always seem to wash up on the
Oh, I
beach.
love agates.
Nice.
Agates are cool.
Yep. Actually, where I'm going hunting at, I found a hillside of jasper, which is pretty cool. There's just jasper everywhere. Quartz stone.
That's
It's like an
cool.
untouched little area. It's not too often you can go and spend 2 or 3 hours just messing around in the middle of the day and find some cool quartz clusters and jasper laying all over the various colors, like a brownish orange color and a reddish pinkish color type stuff. I don't ever bring too much of it home because by the time we leave our hunting area, it's usually you're just tired. You don't want to carry back anything. You don't have to, you know. And every little bit of weight that you do with some of the river crossings and mud and swamp crossings that we do, it's you could get stuck.
Oh yeah, you know, there was one year I remember being a kid and them talking about a lady who got stuck in those flats and ended up drowning as the tide.
Yeah, those flats are nothing to mess with. I try to teach the kids what to look for with that mud, because if you see like a silty gray looking layer, it's usually jello and no bottom to it, or 2 inches deep. You never know. But the problem with that is if you get 6 inches, if it goes over your ankles, you literally need someone to help you to get it out. That vacuum caused, it's just, there's a minor factor you can't get out. And that happens every so often up here. Every couple of years, someone will go out and try to walk across to get to the other side, and they get caught in that, and the tide gets them. The tide here has moved so well. You know, you lived here, so you got 20, 30-foot tides, where you go from no water to 30 foot of water in a couple of hours, and there's nothing you can do with that. You can't escape it. So I stay away from that as much as possible. When I'm up in the interior where I go, you have to watch out for the bogs, you know. But you can tell those right away as soon as you hit the edge of them. As soon as you see the edge, you know, you see your grasses and all that start kind of doing that little wave thing. It's, you know, walk backwards and head on around. That's not what
that's not solid. That's waving. That's not solid.
Yeah, to get your attention, trust me.
I bet.
I got another area that, while I say I'm hunting, it's probably just laying around and hoping to see some stuff, and then, you know, we'll do a stalk or two every other day or so. But then we play in the creeks and play on the hillsides and catch fish. It's just kind of it's our time, 2 weeks to just sit back and chillax and have fun.
Heck yeah.
So I got a creek that I'm going to check out, and I found another creek that I wanted to try again on last year on the way out. So I bought a green, was it a Green Mountain Gold Trap? I think it was.
Mhm.
Try that thing out.
Ooh, you'll like Joe's product.
Yeah.
I
I
have the
bought that. I
paste,
haven't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I have the pastry finder, the smaller one. I really like it. It's really good, and Joe did a great job on it. Get Dil.
Man, to be honest with you, I bought it a year ago. It's a little tiny one, probably about 2 feet, and that's why I told him, I was like,
Okay, it's
tell me what you got. I was looking for something I could throw in a backpack and just climb up the side of the
the
mountain or down
pastry
into a
finder. The other one's 3 feet. It's quite a bit
this one-
bigger.
Yeah, this one's definitely not 3 feet. It's one of the smaller ones. So I'm kind of itching to play with that thing, especially in the area.
If you have the water volume, you'll really like it. The trap is awesome. You don't have to move your sluice. Just pull the pin, slide out the trap. Easy peasy. You'll really like it, Dil. I can about guarantee it.
I'm looking forward to it.
I can
I'm
about
looking forward to
guarantee
it,
it.
for sure. How is he doing? I haven't been in contact with him in a while. I've been hooked up. He's staying pretty busy. Is his product taking off?
The Kung Flu kind of messed up things for him a bit,
Messing up everybody.
With his distributors and stuff.
Oh yeah, I never really thought about that. His product probably that he needs would get probably
Yeah,
rerouted to build
is
barriers.
hard to get.
Yeah, never really thought about that. We always are a little bit challenged to getting stuff up here, or you're just willing to pay more money for it to get it up here. So we just kind of deal with it. But
Right.
yeah, I would imagine that puts. I'd love to start building sluices and playing around and all that. It just wouldn't fiscally make sense to do any of that. It's too expensive to get aluminum up here, and then once I build it, it's way too expensive to ship it to anybody.
Well, yeah, up there, if everything's probably about the same as Nome, has to be flown in or shipped in, right?
Yep, and it's either got to come through Canada all the way through Cope, then down through Anchorage or down to the Peninsula, or it's got to be barged up. Either way, it's expensive. So there's a little bit of an additional cost for everything, 20 or 30%, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Not at all. It's a beautiful place. You know just about everyone around here. If you don't know somebody, you'll eventually meet them, and then
Well,
I don't know. It's just a smaller community, better. You know what I mean? Everyone looks out for each other for the most part. You've always got your few folks that are deviants or whatever, but yeah, everyone looks out for each other. So and so needs food. Everyone chips in. So and so's house burnt down. Let's get out and see what we can do to put them up and
that's
take
cool.
business.
There's something to be said about small communities.
Oh, we just got some eggs. My wife's showing eggs in the window. Sorry. So that means our chicks just laid some eggs. We got what 10 or 12 chicks about 6 months ago, and these are little tiny eggs. They're cute. You'd think I've got oversized pigeons here or something.
Tiny cute eggs.
Sorry, she's fist bumping outside the window, so it's a bit distracting.
She's all excited.
Actually, quail. I'd like to get some quail. My neighbor, yeah, she's pretty excited. My neighbor down the road's got quail, and I don't know. I'm intrigued for some reason. They just seem like
I know a guy that raises quail, and he makes pretty good money on their eggs. I was surprised that people were that into quail eggs, but yeah.
Yeah,
they're good. I don't know.
I had some, but I like them. Now
Have you ever had turkey eggs?
I have never eaten turkey eggs. That was one thing that's on my wife's list.
You talk about something that's really high in iron. They're really good, but they're huge. I mean, they're big. They're big, but they're really high in iron. So much that you can smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll check it out. We've got plenty of areas. We got all kinds of great ideas. We want everything. We want chickens. We want quail. I think rabbits are in the future. Anything that we can chew. Duck eggs? I don't know if
Yes.
we'll have duck eggs. When my wife was a kid, they had ducks on her grandfather's farm in Pennsylvania. And long story short, she fell off her bike as a child. She thought the chicken was coming to aid her from her fall as a little girl, and it latched onto her lip. So anytime I talk about it, ducks, she will bring that up. They're
Nikki
mean.
says emu eggs are good, nice.
Are they?
Just think of the omelet you could make with an emu egg, though.
Or
Yeah, I'd
even
have
an
to buy a
ostrich
bigger
egg.
frying pan, I think.
Ostrich eggs, they're good too.
Yeah.
Isn't an emu
Yeah, we tried
pretty
to. We're
close
trying to get
an
a
ostrich?
self-sufficient. I don't know. I've
What?
never seen an ostrich egg. I don't know how big it would be. I can only imagine it's.
They're about that big. They're a good size
Are
egg.
they?
Yeah, they're a good size egg.
Yeah.
I guess
Right on.
I'm not sure, but I think the Aborigines used to use them as their water storage containers.
Oh wow. So
They're
it's
big enough
huge.
for probably a quart or more.
And they're tough shell, super tough shell.
Oh
Are
yeah,
they really?
hard shell.
About 12 chicken eggs.
Wow.
About 12 chicken eggs. Yeah. Yeah. Now I want one of them.
Could have the first emu in Kenai.
How do your chickens do in the cold weather? Gotta bring them in?
Not too bad. I mean, we got a little, I mean, I've actually insulated the walls. So, I mean, we literally went to Home Depot, bought the insulation. So everything's insulated really well. And we built it as tight as possible. We'll have the water heater in there and then a little lamp in there, but you know, they should be, they were usually fine. Biggest thing
they
is
have
if they're
feathers,
out
they're warm.
letting yeah. But you just keep it a little bit above 35. You know, if you can keep the water from freezing, they're fine.
Okay.
It's a horrendous smell, but
Yeah.
in the springtime. But yeah, it's either that or they, like a lot of times if you let them go out, their combs will freeze, and if they get frostbite in their combs, they'll quit laying.
Oh.
So you gotta keep them, you know, locked up and secured. But they're a lot of fun, and we got barred rock, and they're really pretty, so they're fun to look at. If you ever have chickens and you watch them run around, you'll see how they made those movies Jurassic Park, because those things, they stretch their necks out and start chasing all the daggone mosquitoes and all that. They'll sit there and jump straight up in the ground, and it's like all these different things. I'm like, man, that's how they did that with Jurassic Park. They designed all the motion. They had to have used that. You know, the chickens motions on how they did
Are
that.
dinosaurs supposed to be, or birds supposed to be descendants of dinosaurs?
They say.
They are. That just tells me they'd
Raptors
probably
and
taste
the
good
raptors.
fried. And, oh yeah, I'm sure they'd all tasted good fried and be great, be even better when you dip the ranch sauce. So.
All right. A little sweet and sour.
I'll take some
Yep, little
T-Rex
sweet and sour.
wings, please, and a couple of velociraptors.
Yeah, you'd be amazed at how quickly, you know, half a dozen or a dozen chickens can clear out some overgrown brush. Those things, they don't stop eating when it comes to grass. 2-3 foot grass, you could take a quarter acre to be cleaned up in about a week.
Chickens eat
I
grass?
think they're more just, without a doubt.
I thought they ate things like greens and grubs and things like that.
They eat it all. They eat mashed potatoes. They eat chicken. They eat
chicken.
Eggs.
They eat anything. They eat their own eggs. They'll actually eat each other if they'll gang up on like a smaller chicken that's not fully developed. They'll kill it and eat it if you leave it. But they'll eat anything. My daughter throws ramen noodles to them. They don't like turnips. I can tell you that. They'll eat them, but it's like if you throw turnips and greens and snap peas and all that in there, they'll leave the turnips till last. But yeah, it's kind of like our long lost pets. We never knew we were chicken people till we got them. Now we're addicted to chickens.
Yeah, I watched it happen to my cousin next door. He had one or two, and it's a colony now. He's got a colony. His whole backyard.
Oh yeah,
his chickens.
You can't stop. They need friends. Yeah.
I won't complain for the free chicken eggs. So.
Oh, without a doubt. That's the other thing. We give a lot of chicken eggs away.
Their keep, you know, they supply food, so there is a purpose.
That they do. That they do, and they'll let you know if something's in your yard too. So we got a couple of roosters in there, and they're territorial. So if something comes in the yard that's not supposed to be, they'll make a lot of noise. That's the best alarm system we've ever had.
I always heard geese were
Geese?
good alarms.
Oh, okay. I'm sure they are. We don't have those. I don't know if we'll ever get geese.
They're
I think
mean.
chicken. Yeah,
Geese are mean.
they'll probably be in the same classification as the ducks.
Yeah. Ducks are mean too. Geese, ducks. I guess, although I hear that peacocks are actually your best alarm system.
I wouldn't mess with one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. They're actually pretty big.
Yeah.
The chickens are pretty funny. My son, we call him the chicken whisperer because the dominant rooster that we have, he'll go in there and sit down. And as soon as he sits down inside the pen, that thing runs up and jumps in his lap.
Oh.
But he always played with the thing the entire, so from the time they were wee chicks, he's picking them up, he turns them on their back, he pets them, he hands feeds them and all that. So I honestly think they believe he's a big rooster.
Yeah. They're caretaker.
Yeah, part of the family there.
Jonathan Friend says he had ducks, but they were complete jerks. Killed a couple of his chickens.
Oh.
Gold Rush. Dave says geese are good guard dogs. And yes, peacocks make a lot of noise when people come by. Yes, they do. And they're loud. I mean, they are loud. Yes. Okay. Thanks, Karen. There. How's that? Feel better?
Or did you adjust your camera?
No, I hit the thumbs up.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys reminded us a lot too. Yes. Yeah, you guys hit that like button.
Hit that like button.
Yeah, give it a smash.
Got home if anybody's interested.
Okay, we saw that. We've been watching you.
Yeah.
You've been on the whole time.
Awesome.
Well, you're not breaking up nowhere near like before, Dennis.
I was in the parking lot, so I saw a lot of illegal activity, so I had to get out.
Uh-oh.
Nicky B wants
near
to
the
know.
first battle and second battle of Manassas, so I had to kind of get out of there.
Nicky wants to know if you'd rather prospect for gold or metal detect.
It depends. In the morning, I like to prospect for gold, and then as I get tired, I honestly, what happens? I'll do most of my prospecting for the first half of the day. Eat lunch, drink a beer, take a nap, and get up, and then grab the metal detector. It's typically what I do.
What kind of detector do you have?
And it also depends on the terrain. There's one area that we go to that we find little pickers and small nuggets on a regular basis, and there's no water available. So if we're in that location, we strictly do the metal detecting. So depends on the location, and it also depends on how much help I have. So I've got a Mad Monster. It's got 6 foot or 68 inches, but it's got 12-foot deck. You can get a 5-gallon pail and a hopper of the trommel right away. So when I have that, you typically need 3 or 4 people just to be able to use the machine right. You need people digging, people washing, taking turns. So if we're doing that, there won't be any metal detecting. There's usually a bunch of young strapping lads that want to learn how to prospect, and I take them out.
Do they mine your pay dirt that you sell on your website?
No, I don't take anyone there anymore. Like I said, I got some visitors that were, because in the end of it, anything that someone does on your claim, you're responsible for fixing, cleaning out, all that good stuff. So I was doing that. At no charge, just the nice thing to do, taking people from the community, and then had some folks that decided to squat and throw trash everywhere, and those federal claims they frown upon that kind of behavior.
Right.
It always takes one. So now the fortunate thing, I can still do some outings with folks because I don't really charge people for. I don't charge people for outings. We just go out as a group digs, and then I let everybody split the gold and be done with it. Alaska's got a lot of public areas. I mean, even the state owns areas. So Bertha Creek is one that I love going to. That's actually probably 45 minutes south of Anchorage, just past the Turnagain Pass rest stop. Wonderful place to go. You'll always find gold there. No ifs, ands, or buts. Sometimes more than others if you're in the right pocket or the right time of the year. You'll find a lot of flower gold or surface gold in the springtime, right as everything is melting off. There'll still be ice on the sides of the rivers. The water's low, but all that wash down leaves a lot of smaller gold on top of the water that's easy to get to. So that's a good time to take people out there. But man, we got 6 Mile Creek, you got Crescent Creek, you got Quartz Creek, and all of those have open dig sites where people can go out there and do it. As long as you follow the rules and be respectful, you get left alone.
Right.
That's where I typically take people. My claims you got to hike back to.
I guess I should have rephrased that question or phrased it different. The gold you sell on your website comes from your claims. You mine
Some of it does, but not all of it.
Oh, okay.
So all the dirt does, and it's unsearched. And then the gold, we actually have to purchase some of the gold. We honestly Kenai Gold was formed to try to get a tax write-off because we were spending so much money prospecting. We started Kenai. I'm just being honest with you. We're trying to look for a way to get some tax-free money.
Well, that's kind of the thing with flashing your pan too. I had to turn it kind of into a business to write off my investment in cameras, computers, and whatnot,
Absolutely.
plus my travels.
Yep, absolutely. And that's what we originally did. And then when we were doing it, we've bought pay dirt before. I've got friends that buy pay dirt, and it's always, I guess, depressing or upsetting when you spend $50, $30, $100 or whatever on a bag of pay dirt to get you through the winter, and then you pan it out and you're like, all right, I spent $100 and got $3.40 in gold. A little bit depressing. So when we formed the company, we said, well, let's start doing that because everybody loves Alaskan gold. It's a higher quality, higher purity. You're looking at 22 karat, 20 karat, depends on where it comes from. And we wanted to do guarantees. So we don't make a lot of money. It's just enough to get us out in the river again the next time. You know what I mean? It's just the family here that does it. So it's small.
Right.
And,
well, I've always been happy with the stuff
people started falling in love with it.
I've been happy with what I've got from you, Dil, but I don't go for the return on investment thing. I do it for practice, and if it's snowy and icy out here, and sometimes the ice so thick, I couldn't even get into the creek, my local creek.
Mm-hmm.
And, with the winters, our days are short, nights are long, not quite as long as yours, though.
Yeah, actually, I start usually in the springtime. I start getting pay dirt. I get pay dirt. I've got some pay dirt from Tom's pay dirt company, Farmers Pay Dirt. It's Alan Duckworth that does that. Jonathan Friend's got Black Mass Pay Dirt. I got a box out there where I just buy a little bit here and there, and then throw it into the box. I have a buddy down in Georgia that he had a claim available to him, so he bought 300 pounds and turned it into concentrates and then put it into a flat rate box for me. I should say I paid him to go buy it and then told him, asked him if he'd run it for me and then reduce it so I could actually get it up here for a reasonable cost. So I don't just do mine. I've got bucket after bucket after bucket. I like doing other people's stuff. It's fun. We don't get a lot of mica up here. So the first time I ever did the Georgia
tons of mica.
Yeah, Tony Blackwell was the first one, and I was like, "What is all this weird stuff?" He introduced me to mica.
Yeah, Georgia, Carolinas, tons of mica. East Tennessee, tons of mica.
Yeah,
and those bags I got from Bill Brewer.
Yeah,
the stuff that comes from the Croissant mine. It's pronounced croissant. Croissant.
Like the sandwich.
Like the sandwich. Anyways, that stuff there has got tons of mica in it. I mean, just tons of it. Oh,
I go there about once a year. That's
Do
where my
ya?
son's stationed. Yep.
Oh,
Tammy
and
Ray and her
And did I
daughter.
ever send you some of the black sands, the sludge stuff that you put water in and it turns into like this muddy stuff?
well, that sounds like rain stuff.
I don't know. I thought I got your like challenge one where it was black sands. Like
I got some stuff that's worse than that. I sent it to a couple of folks over in where were they at? Austria, and they said that was the most fun they'd ever had because I got buckets of what I'm talking about. I found a pocket of it, and I've panned 4, 5, 6 times.
David from Gold Rush, Tasmania says a friend of his bought some of the Kenai Gold Paydirt. He said he was very impressed.
Was that Anthony Mitchell?
Oh, I don't know.
By
In,
chance?
In Australia?
Don't know. Okay. Yeah, it's a friend of mine. I know.
I mean, Tasmania.
Oh, Tasmania.
Yeah.
I have sent Tasmania. I've sent. That's the other thing that's pretty cool since I started this. I've got to meet some of the coolest damn people, or darn people, excuse me, all over the world. I mean, Greenland, Tasmania, Australia, Britain,
Yes, it
Austria,
was
Germany.
Anthony.
I mean, you name it. I've had some folks contact me. Say that again.
David Buckle says, yes, it was Anthony.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. I don't know if he's back to fishing yet. I know they were locked down because of COVID and everything going on right now. But yeah, he's a commercial fisherman and he is a avid prospector. Great guy. He sent some cool things over to my family. I've sent him some cool things. So that's probably the biggest thing I get out of everything is the community and the friendship that you know, people you've never met, but that common bond pulls you together and you just got cool things to talk about, just like your show here.
Nikki wants to know how expensive would it be to send to Australia?
How expensive is it to send something to Australia?
Yeah.
Pretty expensive, yeah.
It depends on the weight. The heavier it is, the more expensive it gets. I've sent packages to Australia from $25 all the way up to $180. If you just do one of the small 4-ounce bags or the 4-ounce pay dirt bags, I've had some other people like in Australia and stuff that they don't want to pay the freight, so they'll do a 4-ounce bag and then ask to have extra gold put in it.
Right.
That's usually the most economic way to do it. But you know, most people like volume of pay dirt too, so I get a lot of requests for that. And when they see the freight costs, you know, sometimes it outweighs there's no cost, you know, I mean, there's no benefit to it. You know, spend $200 to get $100 worth of pay dirt over the phone. So that depends on weight. I can't give you a good answer unless I actually went in and did an estimate and found out. But average, you're probably looking $75 for like a small or a medium flat rate box type deal.
Okay.
That's just for the shipping.
She says, nice, okay. Yeah, we can add more dirt.
Yeah, right.
Mars dirt. That's dirt they have off on Mars. I think that's pretty. I was out there about a year ago, near where Nikki's at. Had a good time. Was out near Alice Springs.
Nice.
Where are you at normally?
I'm in Northern Virginia,
What-
near the first battle and second battle of Manassas. That's where I was earlier. But my home's just like Ed's. I'm from Washington State. I'm from Spokane, Washington.
Oh, the dry side.
The dry side and the high side, they grow a lot of pot there too, I think.
I think that's everywhere in Washington now.
It's getting like that in the last two.
Places that you thought were abandoned all of a sudden came sprouting up. You see these buds over the top of the lattice and stuff. It's pretty funny.
What are they talking about?
The high side of the West Coast.
Ah, the high side.
How high?
Pretty much the whole West Coast now, I think it is.
Yeah, pretty much. I was wondering if I could put a plug in there.
I think you probably could, Dennis.
So what I was talking about earlier is I was in the car. I work near the Beltway in Washington, D.C. And I started a business. It's basically using mold that they use for molding figurines and things like that. It's called Mold Star or Smooth On Silicone. And I pour mats instead of making them out of RTV and things that you can buy at the hardware store. I make the mats and use different molds from different vendors, and then I'll pull one up. So they're pretty cool. The gold hits the surface here and sticks to it, and it's a new technology that people are utilizing. Some use, like I said, the RTV. Some use some of them what they call molding silicones, and I'm trying to get a patent on a process that allows me to pour one mat at a time. So whether it be a Keen, a Job, I have a blue bowl that I can pour one mold like that. So and then I have a gold cube that I've done pretty good at. Even with Mike Plung's kind of blessing, I've talked to him before and traded with him. So just stuff that I do kind of at work, and then I transfer it to technologies at home that make sense for gold painters. And last Friday, I think I got my LLC. So I was just throwing it out there. People want silicone mats made. I'm at Advanced Gold Solutions at yahoo.com. And, you know, I'm not trying to put people in the West Coast out of business. I'm just trying to do my own thing and offer solutions, because Virginia, you can get from, you know, the 100 to 200 mesh gold all the way up to some of the Kenai size, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 gram nuggets. And I want to make it so it's easier for people. I have arthritis in my hands, and the less amount I have to pan, the better I think my hands are. And I love going into either streams. I have trommels, I have everything, but I'm converting everything into silicone. So that's just my plug, and I thought I'd throw that out there.
Hey, that's a good plug. I like that you picked that gold cube up, because I got a few of those that I use. And something that I found is really successful, that is actually it's a conveyor belt mat on it, and on the top shelf, instead of using it as a slick plate, I got a micro V type matting that's used for a conveyor belt that's used to transport like powders and flours and things like that in an industrial atmosphere.
Actually, the stock mat
that.
is a conveyor belt mat.
Yep.
Yeah,
Something similar to that.
Or
right
you can
there.
use this. And yeah, this is what they call Mold Star 30. It's made by Smooth On, and I bought some from Seattle, some molds from Seattle, some from Montana, and some from Canada. The thing is the conveyor belt mat, it leaves you with a lot more cons, but it's effective. But I wanted there's an effect that silicone has against gold, and then the black sands don't stick to it that well, but the gold does. And so I've seen where within the first probably 16 or 17 inches of a mat, pretty much all the gold falls out. So it's a pretty slick catching surface, and it's easy to pour. It's not caustic. I pour it in my kitchen. I'm not going to pan through my kitchen. I'm in the process of cleaning it up because my son's coming home, but I use it as a studio, and have a great time doing this. And the biggest mat I've ever poured is in your backyard there. You just don't know it. It's near Kenai there. I poured it about 3 weeks ago. It was an 18 by 36 inch mat, and it went to a miner up there that doesn't want to be named. But one of my friends near Camas, Washington was out there. So I was commissioned to do my first big mat.
Right on.
Yeah, good job.
Congratulations.
But
That's
I
a
love
big
the
step,
treasure
man.
vixens.
Uh-huh.
I love the treasure vixens. I started going out to the railroad tracks here and near the rivers, and have a nice magnet things that you recommended, and I think that's a lot of fun. And I've picked up a lot for prospecting. There's a couple of claims around here I get access to. So I have a gold bug too that I go around prospecting. I love all the stuff that you guys do, and I have a great time. I don't meet too many of you guys because I work all the time, but I would like to go to the West Coast and the gold shows and do the circuit once I retire. I will probably retire to probably, I guess it'd be northern Idaho, just based upon the gold laws and stuff.
For sure. Yeah, man, I'm glad you're having fun with it. I hope you find some cool stuff.
And I know
Oh,
there's
yeah,
some
lots
good.
of fun. Can I show them my best find?
Go right ahead, Dennis.
I have to run out and get it just a second.
Okay.
Well, I'll go get mine. If he's showing his, I'm showing mine.
Oh, we all like gold porn, Dil. Get it. Treasure porn is good porn.
Very well.
Mine's not gold. Mine's platinum.
While we're waiting for them to get back to their treasure, there's a little gold for you. How's that? Everybody happy? Gold, gold, gold.
So my best find was a 1985 Vixen. I have to go all the way downstairs into my ATV bag, but I found about a 1985 Japanese survival knife.
Oh.
And I found that near the railroad tracks.
Very cool.
And it was a great find. It took me about 2 or 3 weeks to clean it up because it's been in the trail for a while. Like it power in the water for a while, so I had to clean it up. But eventually got through electrolysis, through different solutions, I was able to get it pretty nice. And my son and I use it on the ATV exclusively. So if there's bears around, which there are lots of bears around here, we keep at least something in the ATV bag.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Right on. These are the platinum nuggets I told you I found.
Oh, nice.
That's my pride and joy. I think that I forget how many grams. That's 6 or 7 grams.
I'll run to get the knife.
Okay.
A little bit of a smaller one there. I actually found a third one. My buddy wanted it so bad, so I gave it to him, so he could say he had one.
The only piece of platinum I got him is a tiny little piece that I got from Eureka Gold Sands.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually when I was doing this, it was on a dried up portion of a river, and I kept finding. I mean, it was target after target after target. It was almost like a cabin burnt down or something. Man, I had so many old rusty nails and old fishing lures and leads and things like that. And my boy just gave up. He's like, "Man, we just got this too long. We weren't finding anything." And then I always keep all the trash that we find, and we take it back and throw it away and clean the river up and all that.
There you go.
And then I stumbled on that. I was like, "Oh, great, more lead." And then I got the look and I was like, that's not lead. What in the heck? So I actually had to go get it tested. And when I found out what it was, I was like doing backflips. I was like, all right, rock star status.
All right, so now you got to look for platinum too.
I mean,
here it is.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
wow. That cleaned up well.
I did a pretty good job considering what I had.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
Awesome.
The leather sheath was beyond economical repair. This handle won't come off. If you know a little bit about me, you know that I collect knives from all over the world. So I have them from a lot from Tibet. I have them from Nepal. I have them from Syria. I have a lot of cool knives, but this is my biggest treasure because I found it.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
But I'll get a kukri knife to show you too.
I'm gonna.
So the platinum guys, sorry. Do you find that in the same areas that you find gold? It never even crossed my mind.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Oh wow.
How do you like these?
Those are beautiful.
These are from the kukri house in Nepal.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Oh, nice.
Those are sweet.
Yeah, I used to give them. If you got on my Christmas lists when I was overseas, in Peru, the mid '90s, and then in Thailand from 2000 to 2004. And if you got on my Christmas list, the guys got kukri knives.
You know,
The girls got cool stuff from Thailand, but the guys got cool knives.
Those are cool knives. I wouldn't want to get stuck with one.
No. Well, I always talk about the fingerprinted one. I have one that has my, at the time, 6-year-old son's fingerprint. He can't deny it, right? It was like stuck right about here. I said, how did that get there? He says, I don't know. But the other one's permanently in there. His fingerprint indelibly in there because he decided to touch it without an adult around.
Yep. Sticker. Busted.
But this is definitely my nicest knife.
Yeah, so those aren't for stabbing. Those are for slicing.
Yeah,
Slicing and dicing.
I used to see the ones that the guys used to ask me to get when I was in India. They would call the head lopper offers. You could actually take a cow or a goat and just, do what you need to do. But they would ask me to sneak those back, and I don't like sneaking those back. But that's when you could do that stuff. Those things were like 20 or 30 pounds.
Yeah, that's sneak something that big.
Yeah.
Pretty cool knives. But yeah, back to your question about the platinum. I found it right in the same place I was looking for gold. I was honestly hoping in the dry bed to find like a big old nugget. That was the goal. Hoping to find some kind of gold nugget. There wasn't a lot of activity saying that anybody had been in that area before, and it just happened to be there. You'll find the platinum to me is pretty cool because platinum you typically find in much smaller pieces.
Right.
It's really rare to find it in nugget form. So to me, that's a once in a lifetime find. And I found 3 of them two of them in one hole, and then the third one was in a hole probably 8 or 9 inches away. The other cool find, I found another cool thing in this, same river, but a different location. It was just a small meteorite. I'd never found a meteorite before. That was pretty dang cool.
I think that's awesome too, yeah.
Yeah, it was a little tiny guy, but when I had it tested, it was mostly iron. I think it had palladium, rubidium. Then there was, I forget which one it was, but the guy that did the spectrometer test told me there was one of those items that was in it. It was like 0.2% of whatever was a metal that wasn't typically found on Earth. So I was like, woohoo. Yeah.
They look like this.
Oh, right there. So what is that?
That's a meteorite from, I believe it's from South America.
Ah.
Very cool. Is it, so that's, I was always told it's like strikingly heavy. So
extremely heavy.
Yeah, you're surprised.
And magnetic.
Yeah. Oh, I did not know magnetic. I didn't know that.
Most of the good like Apex Pixes have the magnets on the back, so that when you open the dirt up and you find a piece of like leverite, like some metal, it'll pick that up. But if you find a piece of meteorite too, it'll pick that up. Huh. This is like a button.
Yeah, so like the platinum, it doesn't stick to a magnet. That was the other thing that confused me when I first found it.
Will it set off a metal detector?
Oh, it definitely set off the metal detector. Yeah. That's how I found it.
That's how you found it?
Definitely. Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely did that. And when I hit it with the magnet, it was just odd. And yeah, I put everything in my mouth when I find it too, so I don't like biting off doing all the silly stuff. Like, what if that's radioactive meteorite? What are you doing? Well, if it's my time, it's my time.
Is the platinum malleable?
Some bad stuff on it.
Is the platinum malleable like gold?
I would assume it is. I refuse to hit them with anything. I just put them in. They're in a pill bottle and they stay hidden.
I always worry about.
It was a little bit harder. Honestly, I thought it was silver. I thought it was silver and lead mix. I really didn't know what it was. It was pretty spectacular.
It looked different than everything else, right? It looked different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
Yeah, that was
my mouth because of the mercury residue. Sorry.
Yeah, that's probably a bad thing to throw out there, but it is what it is. I'm done having kids, so I don't think I have to worry about mutations.
You've already had your growths, right?
I have. I got 3 kids. My oldest daughter's 26, my boy's 16, and the little one's 4. So, and then I got 2 grandkids. So, We've only had one in diapers at a time. It's made life easier, but
Yeah, for sure.
I got a
you
grandson.
always got a built-in babysitter. The 16-year-old
Right,
doesn't realize that yet, but he is.
Yeah, I have a grandson that's 24.
Here's a handsome guy right there.
There you go.
Army Ranger.
Army Ranger. I was an automotive maintenance warrant officer in the Army.
I was a Cobra crew chief.
Cobra crew chief, right on.
I was a Cobra crew chief in Vietnam.
I'm a military brat.
Hey, that counts. I was a military brat too. You're just as good off. I mean, look at you now. If you hadn't had that instilled in you, you wouldn't have your show going on.
I
You
agree.
guys
I
are killing
think
it.
it was my upbringing that brought me into treasure hunting for sure.
Yeah.
I was just a brat that went into the military and then decided to take it a little further.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
my
Well, I
late-
hate to do this, but I do have another meeting that I got to get to.
yeah, I know
unfortunately-
you're 4 hours behind us, Dil.
Right.
We're in overtime now. We appreciate you coming
No problem.
on.
Hey, I'm sorry I was late, and I'm sorry I could keep canceling on you, but I'd love to do this again. This is a lot of fun. So if you want to do this again in a couple of months or whatever, link up. The quicker I get it on the schedule, the better. Wintertime, I got all the time in the world. There ain't nothing to do but look outside and see nothing but dark.
Okay, well, we'll you plow a lot during the winter, though. I think
Oh,
your
absolutely.
last show was during the winter, and you canceled because you had to plow, I think it was. Or the first
Absolutely.
one was
So I'm in charge
that.
of road maintenance.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in charge of road maintenance for the borough there. So anytime anything happens with roads, I'm gainfully employed and engaged. Any kind of snowstorm, I'm out and make sure we're getting everyone dug out. Any kind of floods, earthquakes, all that stuff, I'm engaged. So I stay pretty busy with that. It's pretty rewarding too. You get to help the community out like that.
Well, I'm glad you were able to make it this time, Dil.
Well, I appreciate
you
your
coming
patience, my
on.
friend, and I can't wait to watch your shows there, Treasure Fixins.
Thank you.
And I think I got a new item on my bucket list is to do some magnet cooking in the Cook Inlet. So maybe the next time I'll have some cool things to show you.
Give it a go.
Not so cool
Check
things.
them out, Dil. I think
I'll at
you'll
least
like.
have a bucket of something.
Check them out. I think you'll like them. We know them personally now. They're two great gals, and I think they're a great addition to the Tuesday Night Hangout Live crew here. And Dennis just had a mishap with his phone or something. So,
All right. Well, I
got
appreciate
it
it,
back.
Ed, Toledo,
Oh.
Jess, everybody. Nice
Dil,
meeting you guys.
thank
and,
you.
You too.
Have a
can't wait
good
to make
night.
the show again. You guys take care.
All right,
You too. And
Bye.
Richard Davis, thank you so much. Oh, you get a nuclear.
Oh yeah, super chat.
Thank you very much for that super chat, Richard. And Dennis, thanks for joining us and coming on
Thanks
before
for
our
having
guest
me.
showed up. Our pleasure. We'll have
I just wanted to put one caveat out there.
Okay.
I don't think people believed I was real, but I am real. I just don't get on much because of what I do. And eventually I'll retire and put a lot of videos out there, but not yet. I got to ask for permission first.
Well, when you can, you will. I think we're a pretty understanding community.
Yep.
And sometime we'll have to ink you in on our schedule to join us, and we'll talk about your mats.
I would love to do that. And just so you know, I don't feel like I'm in competition with anybody, and so I feel like I'm doing some things. I've donated most of my mats, probably out of close to 40 mats. I've probably sold maybe 5 or 6, but I've donated a lot, and I just want people to know that, you know, it's easy to do. You just got to figure out the right technology and what works for you. And I'm not trying to convert the world, just, you know, people that want a different type of technology that they want to catch gold a little bit quicker with.
Yeah, that's sort
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's to each their own.
Definitely.
You know, everybody's gonna have a different preference. So.
Yep.
Right. There's a lot of great products out there. You have to be willing to try them, decide whether you like it or not. You know, just keep going.
Yep. I appreciate the opportunity to chat with you folks, and look forward to it again. And like I said,
Sure.
I was late getting in, and there was a rainstorm, and I appreciate the few minutes I had.
No problem.
Not a problem.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Definitely.
On that note, though.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm looking forward to a great weekend with Jersey history hunters and so many good friends I only see once a year at Gold Rush Days. If any of you want to make it down to the Swank West property of the GPAA, the home of the Buckeye chapter, this Labor Day
The jewel
weekend,
of the East Coast.
The jewel of the East Coast, yes, sir. Every Labor Day weekend is the Ohio Gold Rush Days. Toledo Justano and I will be there like always. And then I can't wait till my birthday. I'm so stoked. I'm there already, Jesse. I'm there already. My bag's packed.
Gold Rush Days, we don't get to prospect at all. But a couple weeks after that, that's all we're going to be doing.
It's going to be kind of like Flash Bash because we didn't prospect at all Flash Bash either.
We didn't.
But had a great time nonetheless. And,
yep.
And so much fun. Can't wait till the next one.
You bet.
Yeah, but I tell you, I want to be on the river as much as possible. Todd, are you out there, Todd? Can you hear us? Everybody, I appreciate you all being here. Oh yeah, I'm so looking forward to meeting Jeff and Two Toes.
You bet.
Gary. Also Damon from West Coast Prospecting. He'll be camping on the Yuba. So looking forward to meeting him. Hopefully Isaiah will come down from Oregon too. That'd be great. But anyone we can meet. John from AU Family Prospecting. David Villa, if we're able to meet you or whomever. We're going to try and hook up sometime while we're there that we can have a meet and greet.
Right.
That'd be awesome. And there he is. There's Todd right there. I hear ya. Excellent, bro. Save some of those pickers and nuggets for your brothers out here, bro. We'll be there soon. I'm so stoked about this trip. And I'll be able to see my brother James that I haven't seen in like 30 years. It's going to be a nice reunion with part of my family. He's watching on the telly. Welcome back, Backyard Prospecting. Next week, we have kind of a different guest. Still in the treasure department, but it's Daniel from HelpU. He has a coin shop in Portsmouth, Ohio. He is a YouTuber, so it's going to be a lot about coins next week. And I know a lot of you out there are also into coins. So join us next week with Daniel. Also, I'd like to give a big thank you for our super chatters. Tom's Gold Dirt, he'll be at Gold Rush Days also. Chef Barry, can't wait to meet you, brother. Mark Miller, thank you. And as always, thank you, Richard Davis. All of you, it's greatly appreciated. I hope you have an awesome rest of the week. Tomorrow's hump day. Have a safe and sane Labor Day weekend. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. I wink wink. And what else? Anything, girls? Jesse? Dennis?
No, have a great weekend. Have a safe and sane weekend, and everybody enjoy themselves and stay safe.
Sounds great. So until then, may you always have a flash in your pan.
And you know what I was going to say next.
That's right, Josie, because ask the Vixens. It does happen. Maybe one day, too, we'll meet you on the stream. Good night, everybody. God bless.
Good night, everyone.
Till next time.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Rose.
Jonathan, Ray, Jeff, Todd. See you soon.
Good night, Karen. Good night.
We love Mr. Lodak.
4, 3,
Oh, yeah.
He's the world's greatest.
Moderator.
He won't let that gold out of Utah.
No.
What gold in Utah? There's no gold in Utah.